Preparing for Yoga Nidra, reminding yourself that the next hour or so is time that you have intentionally set aside to not have to do anything. Maybe we don't give ourselves enough permission to not do anything. Give yourself that permission now. Whatever's on your mind, whatever's been stressing you out, worrying you, or occupying you, allow that all just to sit to the side, to be dealt with if you want to at a different time, but not right now. And as you allow yourself to come into a state of non-doing, conscious effortlessness, notice if there is a need to move. Maybe you need to shift a little bit. Maybe you need to make yourself more comfortable. Also give yourself permission to be comfortable, making any adjustments you need to. Remembering that just because something is comfortable now doesn't always mean it will be later on. So give yourself just a little bit more effort to be effortless. Settling in, making yourself comfortable. So coming to rest if you haven't done so already. Allowing yourself to feel the points of contact your body makes with the floor. And feel yourself supported through those points. The earth rising up to hold you. The heels, the backs of the legs, your hips, your back, your arms, your hands, and the back of your head. And knowing that you are completely supported through these points, relax just a little bit deeper. Letting go of effort, tension, stress, worry or care. As your body becomes more effortless, allow my words to be your words. Hearing this in your mind. I am here. I have arrived. I am present. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra to connect to myself, I am practicing Yoga Nidra to nurture all parts of myself. I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra right now. Please be aware of your body and the space occupied by your body. And notice that space moving with your breath, expanding as you inhale, contracting as you exhale. The space of your body expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. And see if you can make this breath just a little bit more effortless. So if you notice any tendency on inhale to force or pull the breath into your body, relax that effort and simply allow the body to inflate. The breath finding its way in, pouring into your body. And also notice if there's any effort on exhale, any tendency or force in pushing the breath out of your body, and let go of that effort, trusting that the breath will find its own way out, as if the breath were pouring out of your body. Effortless inhale, effortless exhale. And try to keep the breath relatively effortless as we move through a body scan, simply bringing your awareness to each point or region of the body as I name it. And at each point that I name, imagine a spark of blue light resting at each point. Spark of light, however you can imagine that, at each point. Starting with the space between your eyebrows. The point at the center of your throat. Your right shoulder joint. Your right elbow joint. Right wrist joint. The tip of your right thumb. The tip of the first finger on your right hand. The tip of the second finger. The tip of the third finger. The tip of the fourth finger on your right hand. Your right wrist joint. Right elbow joint. Your right shoulder joint. Throat center. Bring your awareness to your left shoulder joint. Left elbow joint. Left wrist joint. Tip of the left thumb. The tip of the first finger on the left hand. Tip of the second finger. Tip of the third finger. Tip of the fourth finger on the left hand. Left wrist joint. Left elbow joint. Left shoulder joint. Throat center. The point at the center of the chest, we'll call this heart center. your right nipple, heart center, your left nipple, heart center, the point on your spine behind your navel, the point at the center of your pelvis, your right hip joint, your right knee joint, right ankle joint, the tip of the right big toe, the tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, the tip of the fifth toe on the right foot, your right ankle joint, your right knee joint, your right hip joint, pelvic center, your left hip joint, left knee joint, left ankle joint, The tip of the left big toe. Tip of the second toe. Tip of the third toe. Tip of the fourth toe. Tip of the fifth toe on the left foot. Left ankle joint. Left knee joint. Left hip joint. Pelvic center. Navel center. Heart center. Throat center. Eyebrow center. See each of these points illuminated like stars, the constellation of you. Resting in a state of conscious effortlessness. And bring your awareness to the movement of your abdomen as you breathe. And imagine that your consciousness is resting right on top of your belly. As you inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, the belly falls gently. Allowing your awareness, your consciousness to ride the rhythm of the breath. Like a tide on the ocean, gently rising, gently falling. Deep belly breathing. Your mind riding the wave of the breath. Allow your awareness to spread to your entire body. Feel gravity's effect on your body. And feel your body heavy. Feel your body heavy. Heavy. With an effortless inhale, feel gravity let go. Feel your body light. Feel your body light. Light. Your body is heavy. 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 Your body is light. 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 Feel the weight of your body come to that comfortable middle. Notice the aspect of your mind that was unconcerned about how heavy or light your body was, simply observing the experiment. Without moving, feel your body uncomfortable. Aches, soreness, itchiness, irritation. Feel your body uncomfortable. Don't move. Then let go of all that. Feel your body completely comfortable. No aches, no pains, no irritations. Completely comfortable. And feel discomfort in your body again. Again, don't move, just be with it. Aches, soreness, discomfort, irritation. Feel your body uncomfortable. Then feel comfort again. Everything feels good. Everything feels fine. Completely comfortable. Allowing your body to rest in that truth that's in the middle between comfort and discomfort, wherever that is for you. And be aware of the aspect of your mind that was unconcerned about how comfortable or uncomfortable you felt. The aspect of your mind that was simply observing the experiment. And staying with that witnessing self, the aspect of you that can stay centered even when polarizing feelings or states of being arise. And from that witnessing perspective, please picture a screen like a movie theater about 6 inches in front of your forehead. And start off by seeing the screen completely blank. You're just watching it, you're just observing it. The longer you hold your awareness on this screen, you begin to see shapes and images form. Some may be familiar to you, some may not. Whatever comes to the screen, simply allow it to be there. Don't judge it, don't try to change it, just observe. You find yourself getting involved with anything you see. Just sit back in your mind and observe again, letting go of any sense of needing to control or figure out what's going on that screen. Just see it. Allowing the images to shift and change, morph as they do. And then allow the screen to go blank again. Simply observing it. And in a moment, I'll be naming off random images. Please bring that image to the screen as clearly as you can in the short amount of time I give you to do so. Don't worry about drawing it, overthinking it. Just see whatever comes to mind. Starting with a calm lake. See a calm lake. A thunderstorm. Trees swaying. A sunny window. A crowded street. Children playing. A cathedral. A single red rose. Waves on the ocean. An airport. A puppy playing. A tree. The full moon. A classroom. Snow-capped mountain peaks. A dove. An old woman. Waves on the ocean. A rushing river. A graveyard at night. The rising sun. A heart. A forest. Allow the screen to fade. And see yourself standing in front of a magical golden elevator. Allow your mind to paint that. You're standing in front of a magical golden elevator. Its doors are open. Without any fear or concern, maybe just a little bit of curiosity, you step into the elevator and the doors close. When the doors are closed, the elevator starts to descend slowly. And you trust that you're going to a place that you'll be okay. There's no need to fear. There's no concern. further and further down. You forget how long you've been on this elevator descending. And then at that moment, it stops. And the doors open. And you step out into a dark forest. Yet you're not afraid. You know this place. You have been here before. You walk away from the elevator further into the woods. And as you're walking through these dark woods, you begin to notice figures or apparitions around you. Nothing that's scary. In fact, you get the feeling that those apparitions actually might be more afraid of you. And you let them all know that you are nothing to be afraid of. You let them know that you're just here to bring light. You wander further, deeper, darker. And you come to a small clearing in the woods. You can tell that because light is starting to glow from you. And in the center of that clearing, one of these apparitions, you find it bent over, carrying big, heavy bag. The threading on this bag is frayed. This figure looks haggard and tired, maybe even sick. Whatever it's carrying in that bag, it's been carrying it for such a long time. Say hello. Kneel down so that you're eye level with it. And introduce yourself. And as you introduce yourself, you start to understand that this apparition is some part of you that's been down here for quite a long time, carrying this load for quite a long time. Thank it for carrying that for you. And invite it if it wants to put down that bag. It might be hesitant to do so, but just give it all the permission all the reassurance it needs to know that it does not have to carry that. It can set it down. As it sets down that bag, some of the vitality that's in you, some of that light starts to be drawn into this more limited version of yourself. It starts to look less haggard, less tired, less frayed. And you ask it, who are you? When you hear the answer, you say, yes, of course you are. Of course you are. And then you ask it, how long have you been down here? It may not even know. Maybe it does. However long it says it's been down here, even if it doesn't know, just express some apology to it that it's been kept down here in the dark this long. Letting it know that that was never your intention to keep it hidden. This shadow. And let it know that it doesn't have to live down here in the dark anymore. And that it's safe now to come back into the light. It might be hesitant, it might not actually believe that, but ask it just to trust you, if only for this moment, to see if that could be true. Allow this shadow part of you to take your hand. And begin to guide it back. As you're walking through this dark forest with this part in your hand, this other version of you, you start to understand that these other apparitions that are afraid are also exiled or repressed versions of yourself, shadows hidden long ago. So just express some intent to all of them that you'll be back for them, that you know they're here. But for the one that you found, guide it to the elevator. And before you get on the elevator with this shadow, ask it if there's anything it'd like to leave behind that it doesn't want to take into the light. Yes, it put the bag down, but maybe there's something else that it's carrying that it could just leave here if it wants to. If there is something, allow it to be left. If there's not, that's okay too. When you're ready, get on the elevator. The doors close, and you begin to ascend, holding this shadow's hand. You look into its eyes and you say, "Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for coming back with me." And as the elevator continues to ascend, you and the shadow start to meld together into a single being. You welcome this, you allow it to happen. You feel more whole because of it. And when that union has completed, the elevator stops. The doors open. And as you step off the elevator, you step back into your mind, resting here, practicing yoga nidra, remembering the shadow that you brought back from the darkness into the light, allowing it to be here resting with you in this state of conscious effortlessness. Allowing the shadow part to feel your breath, your skin. Again, feeling gratitude towards it for coming with you. You may not yet understand it, and that's okay. But welcoming this part back into your consciousness. Feel peace, peace, peace. Your eyes remaining closed. Picture the room around you in as much detail as you can. Just see it. Feel the temperature of the air on the exposed surfaces of your skin, the points of contact with the floor. That gentle breath still flowing in and out of your body. And when you're ready, begin to take a deeper, fuller breath. You might need a couple of those deeper breaths. And begin to make some gentle movement in your hands, fingers, your feet, your toes, arms and legs. On your back, you might want to stretch a little bit, only if you want to. When you're ready, you can roll to your right side, spending a few breaths there. And when you feel complete, go ahead and come on up to a seat. Practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. So taking your time returning. So you may want to spend a few moments or minutes in meditation, just contemplating your experience, as much of it as you can remember, of course. If you were there with us for the journey, we went down into the mind, deep, deep down into your subconscious, unconscious mind. We brought back a shadow. And so you might just contemplate, either in meditation or maybe even in some journaling, about what that could have been or what it is, finding some deeper knowledge there. But thank you for joining in this practice. I hope that it serves you well. I'll send the recording out shortly, so return to this if you ever need to. But until next time, blessings, take care, namaste.